I say, man, you are now tuning into I Told You So. Man, do not act like I didn't tell you when I see you. Y'all, I hope that you are having an amazing and a blessed day. I am your host, Ty, T-Y, Ty Told You So with the most. And y'all, I have a very special guest to the left of me. She not only a boss, but she a bae. We have Miss NARISSA, Boss Bae. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. How are you feeling?
Oh, yes. Amazing. Yeah. So I'm happy that we're sitting down.
Me too.
Miss NARISSA.
It took us a minute, but we here.
It did. Okay, we had to reschedule a few times. You know, you got a busy schedule. You know what I'm saying? You traveling, you doing a bunch of things. Your career is in a good motion, would you say?
Yeah, I would say.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. And I was checking you out. You actually ended up starting making music around what, 2017?
Well, no, like I've been making music my whole entire life. But,
Okay.
Like really like putting out stuff like that's going like doing numbers probably like since COVID. Since COVID, that's when my first song did more than 1 million streams.
Okay.
Yeah. That was like 2020. But yeah, I've been making music since 2014.
Okay.
Ish. Yeah.
Now, before we get too far into this, now I realized also on streaming platforms, you do still go also by your real name.
Yeah, NARISSA. That's my name. That's my music name too. So that's my music name. That's my real name. That's
So it's NARISSA.
Boss Bae was an album. So like how Jennifer Lopez did a J-Lo album and then a lot of people started calling her J-Lo.
Got it.
So yeah, that's like Boss Bae for me.
Okay. So like Boss Bae is kind of like an alter ego, you know what I'm saying?
It's
for the
my real
album.
ego. It's my ego. Not even an alter ego. It's just me. Like Boss and Bae. It's like my personality.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now with that, do you consider yourself a boss?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what are the qualifications for a boss?
Investing in yourself. That's the first one. Bossing yourself around.
Okay.
That's the second one. Not taking no shit, and
no bullshit.
Staying focused. That's like the boss energy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, like bossing yourself around, what do you mean by that?
Because like when you're a boss, you kind of under a lot of pressure from you. Like, when people have a boss, they feel like, under pressure from another person, and then they could easily like blame shit on another person.
Okay.
For like when you a boss in charge of yourself, you have to like keep yourself accountable. So yeah.
I'm smelling what you cooking. You okay?
Yes,
okay.
Picking up what I'm putting down.
Okay, boss energy. Okay, now if you were to mentor somebody, how would you make them a boss?
I've done that actually for a lot of people.
Okay, boss mentor.
Yeah, so basically like we have like the Boss Bae boot camp. Well, it's really like the Last Trap boot camp. So it's like at my store. Sorry, I gotta sneeze.
God bless you.
I got allergies. So anyway, at my store, we teach eyelashes, we teach eyebrows, and if I like your skills and if you need somewhere to be and like basically get your skills better, you can work at my shop for like an extended period of time, and then you go off into your own thing and start your own business from there, like just from the experience you get at my store.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. So not only are you, putting on with the music, but you're also doing nails, lashes as well, too.
Yeah, we have a nail artist in there right now. I don't do nails, but I started off with just lashes and brows. And so I have a nail artist in there, though. I
was going to ask, is that something that you started off with and then transitioned into the music?
So no, music always been number one. And then when I graduated college...
God bless you.
My bad, y'all. When I graduated college... I needed, money, flow of money. So, and then I needed free time too. And I just needed to be in charge of myself. Like they would tell me like I can't be on my laptop, I can't be on my phone. And I was just I couldn't do that. Trying to, get to my goals.
Right.
I ended up just seeing lashes around me, and then I got mine's done. And then I ended up teaching myself, and now we're here.
Damn. Okay. God bless.
Sorry.
Y'all, it's raining outside, so
I got allergies.
Shit picked up. You feel me? It's a weird season. It should be sunny and it's
not. But I'm not letting that
me?
stop me. That's that boss shit.
That's that boss energy. You feel me? Yo, we had to reschedule this motherfucker 3.5 times. And I could not reschedule again.
I was like, oh my God, no. Like, we have to do this.
We doing it, and we making sure it's a banger too. Yeah. So with that, Miss Boss Bae, right? NARISSA, did you ever want to switch to Boss Bae, or you just was like, I know it's I want to keep it
a
as
couple
an album?
times, yeah. But like I just like having like my two, Boss BAE and NARISSA, like, you know, either or you can hit me with. Like, NARISSA is like my professional, you know, and I like people to know who I really am.
Okay.
Because I don't want them to feel like it's a barrier between like me and my audience. I want them to like just feel like it's me. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. I feel like most artists also want that barrier.
Yeah.
But that's why, me personally, I was texting you saying NARISSA, but I was like, should I say Boss BAE? But I was all like, I don't know if this like, hey,
Yeah,
Boss
I feel like
BAE.
a lot of
I was
artists-
all like, but you know, so it's like it did feel.
Because I do like to be like, what's their real name? I always like looking up artists' real name. Like, you know, like it's always funny. My allergies is going crazy.
It's okay. It's okay.
No, but I'm always interested in people's real names.
Yes, yes, because you're a person. You have an identity at the end of the day. Now, Miss NARISSA, where are you from?
I'm from Los Angeles, California.
Okay.
Born and raised.
Shout it out.
I moved to New York for school. Like for like 5 years I was out there. And then I moved back to LA.
Okay, shit. Okay, got a little New York in you, but
Got a little New York in me.
But primarily, of course,
Yeah,
LA home. Well, now where in LA? Me now, I'm not from LA, but I've learned.
Where you from?
I'm from the Bay. I'm from the Bay. I'm from Oakland. So what I realized is that LA it's a lot of shit. It's a lot of space.
It's a lot of different pockets.
Yeah.
I'm from like the Slauson, Crenshaw district,
Okay.
Windsor Hills, View
Okay.
Park.
Okay.
So that's like my section right there.
Yeah.
All of that.
I love that. All right, so shout out to the fam. All right, you still got people out there, of course?
Yeah.
Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying?
My mom, she from New Jersey. My dad, he's from South Central LA. And they met, they fell in love in LA. And so they still here. And my brother, he's an LA guy. He went to school in the Bay at San Francisco State.
Hey, okay.
So now he's a paramedic in the city and a firefighter and doing his thing. So we all still out here.
That's dope. Now with the music and your family, how do they feel about they baby girl traveling the world, going crazy?
They supportive.
Of course.
My parents is real supportive. My dad, he traveled the world. Like he was a football player. So my dad, he's always supported, like, you know, to chase your dream as long as you feel like fit to do that. And then my mom, she's been talented, but never really was like brave enough to be in front of on the stage type of thing. So she always just encourages it. They see like kind of the hardships that I go through with it, so they'll sympathize with me in that way, but they always support it.
That's dope. Now, nobody else in your family has any music influence?
No.
No. So it's just you. You were like, you know what? Nah, fuck it. I'm gonna be a rapper. Okay, and took it and ran with it.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I was like, basically, like I always was doing like music. My uncle though, he was like a songwriter, like back in the day from Chicago, and he used to come out here and they stories like when they would be in the kitchen, like we was at the studio with so and so, and it was this and that. We was at this party, that party. I used to be like, damn, that sound lit as fuck.
That sounds cool. How old were you? Youngin?
Like 9.
And the youngin, like, wow.
Like 9, 10, like, oh fuck, like I want to do that. And then he taught me like how to structure a song, and then it was easy to me, and I felt like it was like. And I liked how the music business was set up. Like you could sell digital products like back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so until they switched it to streaming, and then like now like I kind of be looking at the music vibe like, that's not really my vibe. Like my as far as like the return on investment, like that's not really what I was gotten it for. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's like one of my main like struggles that I go through right now, because I'll be like, damn, this is not why I signed up. But because I love music so much, I just feel like I still involve myself.
That makes sense. That makes sense. So do you feel like with that, do you want to take it mainstream?
Yeah, so the thing is, I like doing game changer shit. So like basically like right now you could get all my music that I ever made like on my website, bossbayworld.com. Yeah.
.com.
And you can buy it. You can buy it. It comes with like a digital booklet like of just like private pictures, like not no nasty shit. But just like words from me, like a little mini booklet, like you know what I'm saying. And then some projects come with like a mini booklet, just me talking about each song, where I was, how I made it, because I mix master engineer like a lot of my music.
Oh, okay.
And engineer it myself.
Oh shit, multi-talented.
So I bring my studio different places. Like I've recorded songs at like the spa. I've recorded songs, like on vacation.
Right.
Just like, you know, just with one of my like exes, like on
Hustling.
one of our little vibes we own, like, so yeah, like stuff like that. And so I like explain like where I was, what was my mindset, that type of thing. Yeah, so it's like every project comes. If I want to make it like one movie or a docu-series, like 3 episodes, 4 episodes type of thing. But I'm gonna be interviewing other artists too, like, and just they take on the music and like where the music business is at. Cause I just feel like artists, we should like right now we should be like taking our power back a little bit because it's just not fair. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure some artists that are bigger are getting more money per stream. Like in their deals, they probably working that out with Apple and Spotify and all of these different streaming platforms. But I feel like the fact that it takes like 170 to 200 streams to make $1 when you could sell your song one time for $1 and they can listen to it however many times they want after that. And you know what I'm saying? Like they still would have to listen to it like 200 times for you to get $1. So it's like, I would rather you just give me the $1 and then you take it and go listen to it however many times you want. And it's me selling my music. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I feel like artists right now, we should kind of just be, right now, any project that I'm putting out in the future, I'm only going to upload like 60, maybe not even 60 seconds, about like 30 to 45 seconds of the song. And then the rest of it you will have to get from me, like from my website. Okay. And just use like films to like promote the music. And I don't like the fact that artists, we have to like sell clothes with our music. We got to sell ourselves with the music. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bitches is on OnlyFans and they really would just want to do music, but the music ain't making enough. So everybody got to figure out other shit. Like I'm still doing lashes. I'm still doing brows. I'm still doing my shit that I do. Right. You know, and it's like, if I'm gonna be doing music, exploiting myself, like really putting myself out there like that, I feel like I need to be making the majority of the money from what I'm doing. So anything that I put out in the future, you'll get a snippet on Apple Music and all of that stuff. Y'all can get that money from them snippets. Right. And then I'm going to get the money from the full song.
From the full song. For the people that really want to listen, support it. So then I feel like you care more about your supporters than you care about taking this shit
I'm focused
big
right now on building
mainstream.
the audience, like building my relationship with my audience and growing it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just as a business. And just growing my relationship with my audience. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. I feel like when I first seen you, right, and I went to go ahead and see her first over at Big Eve's show, right? And I seen you there, and out of a lot of the artists, no shade to none of them. You feel me? There was a lot of artists. There's a lot of motherfuckers there.
That performed that night.
It was a hectic night, man. Shout out Eve. You know, he had a great birthday. So it was a busy night, but out of all the artists that performed that night, I felt like you had some of the most star power. You had dancers.
Thank you.
I felt like your songs was organized. You know, I felt like you came up with a mission. And you like the Boss BAE movement. I felt like you was like, oh, I know what I'm doing. Other people was just like, they just up there like, I'm just trying to get lit and make some money. You was like, I got this shit. I got a plan and I'm pushing it. And I felt that. Right. I felt that. There's
and
a
I
reason.
wanted the audience to really like feel the vibes, you know what I'm saying? So go want to stream the music after the fact. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? And dive deeper into the music, because I feel like a lot of where we at in the music is just the music, you know, everybody trying to like keep up with an image or something, like, you know, and it's like no real message behind a lot of shit that's be done. And I've been a victim of that too, like just in my past. But right now that's just not the vibe. I want to really like push my campaign and my message, you know, to my audience like that feels the same way I feel.
Yeah. And I felt that. I definitely felt that even just being in the room, because like I said, there were so many. So when I felt like you also had the dancers knowing what they wanted to do, and you were also like, let me hear y'all say Boss BAE. I was all like, I was like, mind you, ain't nobody been moving or interactive half the night.
Right.
Besides
and
the fact that
some
people
support.
were like, Boss. I heard niggas in the back like, hey. I was all like,
like, okay.
I was all like, okay, you over there being interactive for this though. I was like,
hey y'all, what's up? Are we alive in this motherfucker?
And that's how it be.
Yeah, it do, because a lot of times right now
the scene,
the system for real, they push a lot on us. Like in 2016, like Instagram went from like, if I follow you, like I'll see your shit, like no matter when you post it, right when you post it. Now it's like, oh, if these people interact, then we'll show more people. And if those people interact, then we'll show more people. That's how they put it, but it's really like just rigged as fuck, to be honest. Like, and I don't fuck with none of that. I like when we could just get our natural likes from the people that already chose to follow us.
Right.
They already chose to follow us.
Right.
That means they want to see it when I posted, not 2 days ago, 3 days ago. Like,
right.
You know, they want to see it now
that.
when it's happening, when I post it. Because then it's like now you can't really like, say you having a show tonight. You can't go to your Instagram and be like, boom, having a show tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all pull up. Like, it's like, and even as a follower, like, I miss going to the gram and just being able to scroll on in real time. Like, oh, okay, like everybody that I chose to follow. Like, my family, my friends, any celebrities that I want to follow, any artists, whatever it is.
2 minutes ago,
you know what I'm saying?
5 minutes ago.
I want to see 2 minutes
20
ago,
minutes,
20 minutes ago, and I want it to be in order. Like, and that make the timeline more lit because you seeing shit that you didn't think you would see. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But off that, just to speak on like the artists now, I feel like a lot of it is going viral is more of the goal for a lot of people versus like making real long lasting art because the return on investment is not appetizing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. We don't feel like, oh, this is gonna really like make me a bag. Like, you gotta go viral to figure out how to make a bag from then being viral. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and it's like a lot of people go viral and don't be making no money, like, because they don't know how to monetize after they become viral. So, and it's like, even me, I have went viral on TikTok for just talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Just saying what's on my mind. And that doesn't do anything. Like, I'm sorry. I love TikTok. I love going viral, but it don't really do shit. Like, you go viral and then it's just like, okay.
And then you lit for a week.
Yeah, like, I'm viral in real life.
Come on, talk that talk. Talk that
yeah,
talk.
So I
viral
need money. Now, virality is great, but I like the bag, like, for real. So
I felt that when you were saying a lot of artists are now kind of chasing that viral bag and not like real music. And I feel like you sense that a lot with a lot of people that want to make music is that they're doing it for money. Right. They're doing it for the image. Yeah, and even as the audience, like I went to see Beyonce on Sunday. Right. Front row. Shout out, B. What's up, Beyonce? I was there. We actually scheduled Beyonce for her interview. Like when? June,
you
July.
know, like gotta
shout out, B. We've been locked in for a minute.
You know,
shout
and my
out,
sis, she don't do no interviews. Yeah. She be like, I'm cool on all of that because it just gives privacy is peace. Right. But at the end of the day, just seeing how hard she worked and even all the work she has put in over time, like, you know what I'm saying? And how she watched others, same like with me, how I watched others do their thing. I just feel like we should, like, it's a lot that you got to do. You know what I'm saying? I call it the shuck and jive because it's just like you got to still go, you know, and luckily some artists like that are like timeless, they really take pride in the art part of it all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And she's with like a business mogul, like as her husband. So it's like they be able to put their brains together and make real game-changing shit happen. But for some people, we don't have that. Or some people, we working on that. And I feel like at the end of the day, like it's a lot of hard work for a little return. And I just feel like that's why it's like shows one city. You know what I'm saying? Got us and selling out. And it's like, if you really her fan, like her supporter, you don't mind going 2 nights. You don't mind. Yeah. You'll go with your man, then you'll go with your mom. It's Mother's Day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it's set up. But I see how hard you have to work just to get what's already due to you from it's just more work now. Yeah. Like, they made it like that so they just want to fuck us.
Hey, and it'd be like that. Yeah. And that's what I feel like, I think is definitely important with like the Boss BAE movement and what you're doing with your music is that I could feel the fan base. I think maybe that's why I felt like, okay, she got some star power. Like I said, I watched and I was sitting there in the back. I was going to go with my homie. He wasn't feeling too good. My girl was at the crib. I legit came dolo. So it was one of those nights I was really just in the back just, you know what I'm saying? And I was all like, she got some star power. You came up, you know what I'm saying? You had that motion of like, yo, I know what I want to do. Right. You know? And I feel like that energy of also having, and like you said, trying to build a fan base is so important that people are overlooking. Right. You know
and I feel like a lot of people do build their fan base online, but like I feel like my showmanship is where I like build my fan base for real. Like a lot of people that have come to my shows, which I'm gonna do my own show when I premiere my movie. In LA, maybe like I don't know when it's gonna be, so I ain't even gonna hold y'all to no date. But I'm gonna do a premiere and I'm gonna do a show of my own. Okay. Because I feel like my showmanship is where I really like be in that vibe and really get to build my relationship. And it's really like entertainment. You know what I'm saying? People like to be entertained. So.
Well, and a big part of being an artist is actually being able to display your art on, a broad scale like that. Everybody, seeing numbers.
And right now, that's where the money is at in the shows. Like you get your coin from Coachella, you get your coin from tour, you get your. That's where the real big bag is at. And I've learned that just by doing lashes. I did lash tours from 2016 to
lash tours
to 2021. I stopped doing lash classes in 2021 just because I wanted to focus on.
You a hustler. I ain't never even thought about that.
Yeah, I've been to DC. That's one of my good cities. They really take classes there. The BAE. I've been up there teaching. LA, Atlanta, New York. Those are my main markets right there. So shout out to y'all.
I love that. And I definitely feel you got your head on straight for where you want to push this.
And now, shout out to you for being solo.
Come on.
Coming to what's your birthday?
I'm a Capricorn.
Oh, okay.
I'm a Capricorn,
okay.
January 17th. I appreciate you. Now, I wanted to ask, right? Now, with your music evolution, right? One of your first albums that came out, right, is Long Story Short.
Yeah.
It's labeled as a pop album, though.
Yeah.
I did listen to a few songs. Is that a direction that you wanted to take your music?
So I have a bunch of different sounds, to be honest. That's why I feel like Boss and BAE is just a perfect explanation of my sound. It's my genre, in a way, kind of.
Oh, okay. Boss BAE genre.
Yeah.
We get into Boss BAE everything.
Yeah, Boss BAE is yin and yang. If you can think about it like that. It's the masculine and the feminine, the hard and the soft, the turnt and the chill. It's the best of both worlds. So I feel the Boss shit is my more hardcore, turnt shit. And then the BAE stuff, I have R&B, pop, my little white girl music.
Yeah, the girly side, a little,
I got a little bit of everything on that bass side because it's just the emotions and the, the softness. So
right.
Yeah, I do pop. I like to do pop. I like to do R&B, and I like to do I wouldn't say country, but I can do anything. I'm kind of genreless, to be honest.
Just anything. You say, I want to do country, Boss BAE country.
I can do country, but not because LA is the Wild Wild West. It's Southwestern. You know what I'm saying? We're the gold rush, Southwestern. So when I moved to New York, a lot of people used to be like, where you from? Alabama?
Right.
You from the South? I used to be like, no, what the fuck? I'm from LA. And so they couldn't really gauge my accent and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so then I learned that it's we kind of Southern too over here because it's Southern California. So yeah. I do feel it give a little bit of everything.
Oh yeah, definitely. If you pay attention, still come over to Cali and Texas.
We got a lot of Louisiana people out here too, a lot of Creole vibes. So yeah, I definitely feel it's a little bit of South, a little bit Coast. The West Coast, it really is sound is what you create. A lot of the producers create the sound because really artists, we create a sound once we hop on it, but the producer is the start. Which is why I feel Mustard was able to, go far, in his career because it's he makes the sound. And Dr. Dre, same thing. You know what I'm saying? We hear of the producers a lot more than we hear of the artists, you know what I'm saying, that they really started with and stuff like that. So I just feel the production is the meat of the situation. And that's why I've been getting into the production. So yeah, y'all better.
Cooking up too and shit.
Yeah, I be making beats. I'm not gonna lie. And I engineer, I mix my shit. I like to be hands-on. And I went to school for film, editing, everything. I have a lot of different things that I went to school for, but that was one of the things. So I'm real
multi-talented BAE. What?
My fingers, they be going. Yeah.
Now, could you make On My Soul country?
Yeah. You just gotta throw it on that little country.
Shout out Shabuzi. Yeah. He's a GOAT though, man. He was,
he used to be rapping too.
Oh yeah, he was outside in the club for sure. He was outside too.
Yeah. And I think it takes you to, you gotta kind of find your shit, your niche. You know what I'm saying? And then now they just kind of forcing everybody to have a niche. Please just stay in your bubble. But it's no, I'm not niche. I got all the niches. I'm sorry. I'm not niche. I'm I do me.
Yeah, no, Shabuzi out the box too, and he was one of those I've physically watched blow up. I've seen him in the club for the last year and a half, 2 years, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh, bro, you got a song popping up.
Yeah, exactly.
Dapped him up, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, bro, I've been hearing you doing some shit, and then all of a sudden I was like, that nigga on. Did he just win a Grammy? I was like,
yeah, he on Beyonce album.
Oh yeah. No, when Beyonce pulled him, I seen him making his ways. Shout out to Shabuzi, 1,000%.
Shout out to you, Shabuzi.
Now, I wanted to get a little bit into with your most recent album, A Party of One. Right? Now talk to me about that.
Back to you sliding solo.
Come on.
That's how it came about. Because I just I'm in therapy. And one of my homework assignments was to do a digital detox.
Okay.
So it was like no text, no call, no Instagram, no none of that for 48 hours. So it was like, and I'm like in the business I'm in too, it's like I get a lot of phone calls and text messages and stuff like that coming to my phone. I always feel imprisoned to the phone. Like I hate it. Like, and so that's one of my things. And so she was like, just no phone. 48 hours, everybody will live. They will be okay. If it's an emergency, they will find you. You'll be all right. And so I was like, okay, cool. Me doing that, I was able to like finish so many loose ends of things. Even in that small 48 hours, I was just able to finish so much shit that I had to do, like, to be honest. And I record at my house. So I have like 100 songs that are just not finished or not put out, like, and just, I'll go into like music making mode, and then I won't want to finish the work, that it takes to finish it and actually upload it and master it and do all that. But in that 2 days, I was able to just put out, I was like, I want to just put out some music and and it's like also too, like when I consult with like my team, like they kind of be like, okay, well, we need 4 weeks before this comes out and we need to do it like this and do it like that. And he always got some shit going on. I'm like, no, fuck all of that. We putting this shit out and I ain't consulting the motherfucking soul.
On some surprise drop shit.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
And then, I just loaded up everybody's credentials after that. Like, I'm just going to get it to the people. I'm going to get it to them, like, right now. And I really wanted it to come out on a Monday. And I was coming up on a Monday, and I was just like, I'm just about to put some music out. It's my music. Like, why not? Shit, like how people post pictures or people like, post podcasts, like, or whatever, just posting the music. I have so much. Like, I have like literally a whole other mixtape ready to go. After that, I have a whole nother one that I could just literally sit in and push out 4 songs. I could do that all day. So I felt like I hadn't put out music for a while because I was toying with the idea of just pivoting and transitioning into doing something else, like, or just focusing on my business, really not doing nothing else. But, cause beauty is like my shit, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like I do be having like where I be calling it my Fenty era. I be like, I'm in my Fenty era. Like, the songs is great, but I got Transactions, Boss BAE, like y'all go stream that, y'all go download that, book with that. And then y'all come book y'all appointments though.
And come and book your appointments.
Get them DIY lashes.
If she not out of reach, come in at least book with Boss BAE. Stop playing.
Yeah, or you could get you some DIY lashes if you can't really come and pay $200, $250. Yeah, go ahead. And get you some for $25.
Hey, to look like a boss, you got to pay like a boss.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's how it is. That's how it is. So no, I was listening to a bunch of that too, and I felt like you got really good songs on there.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, me personally, and a lot of men won't admit it, but I don't mind listening to female rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what's up.
I often do just to like listen, to just be like, okay, what are they talking about? You know what I'm saying? Some things, of course, resonate. Some things don't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's some songs that don't resonate with.
Right. And I wanted to focus on putting out music that was really reflecting like, this is my vibe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Versus like, I'm trying to go viral.
I felt that.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So.
And that's what I was about to say, is that listening to a few songs off of there, I can tell, like I said, a good song, because it doesn't matter if I don't resonate with it. I can tell, okay, like the production sounds good, or I can tell the direction with it, or how you even said your uncle helped you learn song structure. You can say, okay, this isn't just like, I just hopped into the studio and freestyled a whole song. Like, okay, there's a strong structure to it, So definitely with this album, one, I would say definitely go and check it out. Great songs on there. And with that too, I think it's really inspiring to most artists to say like, just push that shit out.
Right.
Push that shit out.
I feel like I could go to
music.
an island and just literally with my setup and just put music out and just put music out and just put music out. Like, that's what gives me That makes me feel great. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I like to do. Just put the music out. Like, I feel like sometimes when I do put music out, like I get all these vultures that swarm around me and be like, you need to pay this person to do this, and you need to be on this, and you need to go talk to these people. You need to go do that. I'll be like, bro.
Man.
I'm just trying to put the music out like right now and let the shit happen. Like, cause I feel like I just want my audience to just come to me. We naturally just vibe, you know what I'm saying? And I can just sell directly to my audience. Like, and I won't have to, you know, deal with all these middlemen, like these middle people.
Amen. Amen. Now, music coming out soon?
Yes, new music coming out soon.
Music coming out soon. Mm-hmm. When can we expect soon?
Not really. Like I don't want to say the date, like a date, and then
but she just gonna do it.
You know, I'm just gonna do it
on some boss shit.
Yeah.
Okay, I love to hear it.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I like, and it's really also been a pleasure sitting down with you.
It's been great.
Okay, I love the conversation, and I want to, of course, I want to do a Boss BAE show.
Oh yeah, okay? We should definitely.
Y'all need to look out. Okay?
It's coming though, and you could host it.
Yeah, I told you so. We do our own events. So we've done multiple events. We've had AZ Chike pull up to a few. We had White Boy Cells.
His voice is on there too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, on number 8. No, on Levels. It's called Levels.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Larry June, his voice is on there too at the end of the project.
Shout out Larry. You need to get him up in here soon, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a couple voices on there.
Yeah, no, we for sure gonna do a Boss BAE show. We trying to do more of an organized show for sure.
Yeah.
Try to get our shit really together. You know what I'm saying? Not having 15 people headline.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Like, cause I just
have a good show.
I just went and performed with Dave East in New Jersey.
Seen that. Crazy.
And I feel like, you know, it's better. Like, I enjoy Beyonce's show because she come out at 8:15 and it's just her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like if you have curated artists like that you want to like open, I think it should be like max 3 people and then a headline situation, unless it's festival style.
Right.
When it's a lot of artists like that, it should be a daytime situation.
Right. Well, we're going to have a Boss BAE show. Yeah. All right. We want people to see the star power. And honestly, that's something we already
Boss
organized.
BAE Festival.
Boss BAE Festival. It's going to be Boss BAE everything. Boss BAE World, Boss BAE Clothes, Boss BAE Country, Boss BAE House. It's going to be it all. You know what I'm saying? So with that, I do want to really appreciate you for coming through.
Thank you.
I want to give you your flowers for even being such a star for real. Like I said, even having that star power in such a music climate right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to even get that energy, and you got it.
Thank you.
For sure.
Thank you.
So I want to give you your flowers with that. I want to make sure, encourage everybody to go and check you out. Miss NARISSA. The gram is NARISSA World, right?
Yep, NARISSA World.
NARISSA World. I had to find it.
Yep.
Check her out.
It's me.
Come on. Some amazing music. We might have been just stumbling on the LA Nikki. You know what I'm saying?
We both Sagittarius.
Come on, really?
Yeah.
Okay, we might have just stumbled on the LA Nikki. So don't sleep. Get on the wave. You feel me?
And you gonna be all right if you follow me. I won't steer you wrong.
Come on. And while you blow up, what are you gonna tell everybody when they see you?
It's Boss BAE all day.
And you gonna tell them I told you so.
I told you so.
Come on.
Yeah.
Talk to her. Yeah. And with that, man, y'all are now tuning out of I Told You So. I appreciate every single one of y'all for watching and staying tuned. Man, y'all check out Miss NARISSA. Y'all check me out and subscribe to I Told You So. Appreciate y'all. And with that, we out of here.